Brian, we've just beat Badshot League 2 on here at Holloway's Park. What's your initial thoughts after the game?
Pleased for the group. Nice to get back to winning ways, winning habits. Obviously, the previous performances, we've been beaten in both games without scoring, so that was a little bit of a concern. Obviously, said to the girls at half-time, being sort of 0-0, right, can we play quicker, can we be bright, can we get on the front foot? And thankfully, the girls put in a great second-half performance to get the 3 points that we deserve today.
You could argue at half-time we did pretty much everything but score. We had good possession of the ball, good areas of possession, but couldn't find that killer chance. But then in the second half, Ashley Hart came on, Mia Parkin really stepped it up, good finish from Ridders as well, and Mia from her goal. It was a real difference in the second half, wasn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Like we just said to the girls, it just felt flat for some unknown reason. I know it's towards the end of the season, but thankfully, like we said, that you highlighted there, some good moments of football, passages of play, and thankfully, yeah, like you said, Mia got on the ball, played her in the 10, so we moved things around, and obviously it had an immediate impact in her getting her goal, breaking the lines, and obviously assisting for Katie to also get her goal. So really pleased all round for Mia, and obviously getting Katie back on the score sheet as well.
I think Katie set Mia up as well for her ball, so clearly that little positional change reaped rewards, didn't it?
Yeah, thankfully it did. It was hard on Ava. She was playing in that role beforehand, and she was sort of getting a little bit swallowed and lost in there. But like I say, yeah, we made the impact of Ash going in there. I think it surprised Ash why we asked her to come out of defence and play in that area, but obviously she had an immediate impact, and it set us on our ways.
A few new faces, some older faces returning. Lisa Phillips in goal, who you could hear from the minute one, couldn't you? So firstly, a word on her, but then also on Sophie and Rebecca playing here as well, and how they played.
Yeah, it was fantastic to have Lisa back. Listen, we've missed her with her experience and where she's played at. Her communication, she didn't stop throughout. Obviously for her, I'm disappointed that we conceded late on, and I know she is. Again, like I said, yeah, we just got Sophie in and was outstanding. Was really pleased and impressed with her performance coming on. Looked like she's been with us all season, so that was a highlight. And obviously again for Rebecca, yeah, it's her first full 90 minutes in a long time, so yeah, again it was pleasing to see, and like I say, it bodes well towards the end of the season for us now.
How more important, if that's a phrase I can use, that today's win was, because we don't have a game for 2 weeks now. We've played a lot of our games. Obviously the pitch here being usable in any sort of conditions means that our games are typically on here, so no game for 2 weeks now. What kind of challenge will that bring when we then play again? Yeah,
well look, hopefully we've got a few that are walking wounded, so it gives them that period to recover. Obviously, in the meantime, yeah, the girls have got to, keep themselves ticking over. I'm sure we'll try and get a friendly in at some point. But obviously, yeah, it can work in a positive and a negative way. Hopefully, it will be a positive where, yeah, like I say, the girls can have a little bit of respite. We've got the points on the board at the moment, albeit there are a lot of teams around us that have got games in hand. So, yeah, we're focused on the next fixture, which will be obviously the 22nd when we've got Fleet.
And a couple of, again, more faces that came to training in the week. Violet Kingston-Wheeler, she's joined us again, and Mia Thompson back in training as well. So it's more of those girls from last season. I don't know what that willing feeling's like, and getting 3 points and getting over the line, that must be a real boost to the squad. Yeah,
look, it's great to add these faces back in, and I think, the one thing we've always wanted to do is keep a good, healthy squad. Obviously now, we were missing Henna today and others, Bonnie. So again, Lexi. So yeah, the group's going to be strong. So it's down to the girls when we get back in, to fight to be within the 16 squad, 16 women's squad.
A nice problem to have, though, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly, and that's what you want. At the end of the day, you want it to be competitive, so no one rests on their laurels, like say, and it sort of challenges everyone else to perform at better levels where possible.
We've already sort of touched upon it. The other teams around us sort of have a lot of games in hand for various different reasons. But with 4 games left to go, there's certainly a few more games that you think we can get some good points from. How high do you think we can finish?
Like we said, Craig, obviously the previous 2 performances have kind of sort of nailed my ambitious top 4, but I felt, we've accounted ourselves well. So, like I say, look, if we finish mid-table, I've got to take it, to get promotion, like I said, all season, the standard is a lot better. It's more physical, better players, and where you don't take your chances, it comes to haunt you as such. So yeah, hopefully, like I say, yeah, a mid-table finish, and then we look at and reflect towards the end of the season what we need to address for the following season.
Thanks, boss. See you in a couple of weeks.
Top man.